Hey queens, and welcome to another video. If you want to see how we did this transformation, then keep on watching. You ready, queens? Well, let's go.
Laugh now, cry later. Ain't no love for a hater. You was running behind some hoes. I was chasing that paper. Keep your distance from them niggas.
Okay, so what I'm doing now is I am braiding her braids and some very small braids at the front. This is actually what I call lazy braids because I'm just dragging it across so that it can be as flat as possible. And I'm also going to connect those braids into bigger braids in the back and sew that down so that it can be out of our way. Okay, and once those braids are braided all of the way, I am going to oil her scalp and place a nude skin tone cap, and that's going to be underneath. Here is the unit once I had finished making it. This is prior to the cut. And now with my client's assistance, I'm going to place the unit on her head to make sure that the fit is good and the cut is good, because we went ahead and cut into an asymmetrical bob just to see if the length is good enough for her, see if she like it. Okay, and she do. Yeah, girl, you cute or whatever. Okay, so moving on to the cap, what I'm doing now is with my client's assistant, she's actually pulling down on that stocking cap so that I can actually see where her hairline starts. And I am just spraying down on her hairline using my Got to Be glue free spray. And I'm just spraying on the outline of her hairline, and I'm going to blow dry that just so that I can that stocking cap can be firm when I cut off the extra cap that I do not need. Now, using my needle and my thread, I'm just going to sew down the sides of that stocking cap so I can make sure that it doesn't ravel up when I'm cutting off. Now, with some very sharp shears, I am just cutting off all of that extra stocking cap around her hairline where we marked it off with our Got to Be glue free spray. Okay, and all those little sharp pieces is going to disappear in 1 second. Okay, so here I am just cleaning up all of the edges along that hairline. I'm actually pulling on the skin, tugging on it, making sure that I'm not cutting any pieces of the skin. You want to make sure that you're being as careful as possible. Don't cut yourself, and definitely don't cut your client. Okay, now going back with that free spray, I'm just going along the edges of that cap, making sure that it is as flat as possible because I want it to mesh down into the skin. I don't want to be able to see it under the wig. And to make sure that it's done, I am just going to use my blow dryer and actually use the tip of my rat tail comb to make sure that it's blending straight into her skin. Now I am just measuring her head with that 1-inch elastic band, and that's going to be sewn on each side of the lace closure just for some more, security, making sure that that wig does not move. Okay, now I'm just placing it on her head. Now with my needle and my thread, I'm just going to sew along the perimeter of her wig, because she wanted it to be sewed down. Of course, you don't have to sew it down. You can take it on and off, but she wanted to have her wig on for a while. So to make sure that it does not move, I'm going to sew it all around. And just for extra security, I am going to part inside of her closure while she is pulling it forward. And that's to make sure that it doesn't move. And I'm just going to sew along one of her braids on her base. This is optional, but this is just what I do just for that extra security. All right, now using my styling mousse, I am just going to put that along on the hairline of her closure just to make sure that the flyaways are out of the way when I cut off that remaining lace that's on the wig. Okay, now with my shears, I'm just going in zigzag motions to cut off that extra lace. You never want to cut straight across because you will be looking like Frankenstein, my baby. I'm sorry. So go in zigzag motions while cutting off that extra lace. Okay, now that we got that off, I'm just cutting off a few pieces to make some baby hairs. I'm not really too much of a baby hair fan, and if I do, it has to be soft. So I'm just cutting off a few pieces that I want to, you know, kind of camouflage that wig, the wig lace. Now going back into that styling mousse, I am just going to place that all over the front of her hair so that I can mold those baby hairs and actually just kind of scope them out. She will be going underneath the dryer, so once that is completed, and I actually have it the way I like it, I'm just going to tie it down and put her underneath the dryer because I do like, you know, like the soft baby hair look. Now that those baby hairs are to my liking, I am just going to take my scarf and tie that all around her head just to make sure that those baby hairs will stay put once I put her under the dryer. Okay, now using my comb chase method, I'm just going to go through the wig and press it out, make sure that it's as flat as possible. And I'm also going to like spot check the cut, make sure there's no long pieces, just perfect the cut. Okay, now that she's gotten underneath the dryer, I'm going to go in with my hot comb and I'm just going to further flatten that closure. And I'm going to like kind of create like this humped effect in the front. Kind of like my favorite, but I'm just going to go in and make sure that is as flat as possible. You can actually get a chance to see the cut. And I'm also going to set those baby hairs just a bit because she is going to have it on for a while. Using the Got2b spray and just kind of putting the final touches on it. I'm going to have her spin around so you can kind of see what we're working with. This is so cute. It is like such a casual yet like classic look. And here she has a chance to see it. She likes it. I'm so happy that she does. So guys, this is the final look. This is the asymmetrical lace closure bob. All right, guys, so that is it. You can see that it is looking like a scalp, honey. I'm giving you scalp vibes. So if you like this video and you want to see more, of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share with your friends, share with your mom and them, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.